This is Vulture and this is going to be another Shrine run. This is on 6220. I believe this is likely going to be the only run I record on this specific patch because next patch is coming out soon-ish. The main change to this patch is, it's worth noting, I have won some runs on this patch. I haven't recorded them, but I've successfully defeated 3 idle runs with Silan and Rowden. I haven't figured out an aggressive list that I like yet, but with both Silan and Rowden, you do have a route to victory with triple idle that relies on kind of what both of them do well. With Rowden, you're relying on the freezes. With Silan, you're relying on the fact that you always have access to Arcane, and then you have some other tools that are literally tools that are going to be pretty useful. So my plan here is that this is a Rites of Winter deck. So it's doing Rites of Winter things. We have Pocket Shield as well, just to force even more reshuffles. Then we just have some big mana to pay for it. And we have just some other minor stuff. As far as the market goes, I have another reroll. Not that I'm going to need it. I maybe should take the Phoenix Feather. You know, just because I'm recording it, I'll take it. Although they do sometimes nothing in the idle fights, like the Phoenix Feather will probably just immediately die again. And then we're not going to hit that. We probably will at some point. The other stuff is fine. All right, so fun quirks on this patch. So we're fighting Hollow Maw, which is not my favorite thing to see. Ether Rain could be good for us. That gives us some cards that we might get use out of. Giant Lore Blossom technically drops some stuff we might want. So what the trick here is, all right, we now have a random button. It's going to turn on a random idol, but it can be an idol that we can't see, which is what happens there. But Endurance we cannot take because Endurance is broken. So you can see now we only see 2 that are visible, but White Flame is actually active. This can be used to get to 4 idols on this patch, but like I said, Endurance is bugged. If we take Endurance and Endurance shows up, then the fight will break and it will be impossible to actually end the fight. So this is the workaround to get to 3. And then this is where we're going to get to 3 idols, is that you use the random button. And the way you can force it is you select all 3 of them and then you press random. Anyway, so I think we're going to start here. We are going to go through Crystal Valley, going to go through Fetid Coast. The actual, these fights aren't as important, I think, as, and this did shake things up, but we are still fighting Maw. The actual fights here aren't as important as the idols. We do want one of the cruelty rares, or epics rather, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's see if we can get through here. All right, so the unfortunate thing about White Flame is we have to start with these 2 trash cards in our deck, which are just kind of polluting our list. I think of these, both of these are okay. Shard Block is marginally better, and we have to take 2 of them. Shard Hobble is kind of useful. Unfortunately, those cards can't be upgraded or removed, which is pretty annoying. I don't think any of these items do anything for us. Runic Grenade has some marginal usefulness though, so I'll take it. There's a chance we use that. There's not really a chance that the other one does anything for us. So as far as cards here go, Shocking Grasp isn't bad. I would take a Fiery Cleanse actually. You can get Fiery Cleanse over there as well. Mana Font is obviously very good, which makes it kind of worth going through here just for Mana Font. Incandescent Idea is good and gives us a way to scale up our stuff. So we may do that. I do want to go through here. I would take White Flame Surges if they're offered, because it's just bonus mana basically. So this deck, one of the downsides to how this deck plays out is that we do have these fairly expensive, like getting Rites out the first time can be expensive. That's kind of why we need these Strenuous Focuses. think we get Mighty. So this will force a shuffle. Because, oh no, it won't, because we haven't seen the pocket shield yet. Yeah, that's just kind of a quirk of how this works. This will force a shuffle. Can't use that yet though, but let's get some damage out. And we only need to play whatever one more time. And it will cost 6 right now. There we go. That's pretty good, but I just kind of want the precarious draw because having those good mana cards is so important to us early because we really need to be able to get out whatever. This will be annoying that these guys are going to just explode on us over and over again. There's just not a ton we can do about it. Because boom. And then they explode. Oh. And we're going to have to just deal with that throughout the run. Anytime we're in one of these fights. That healing is really annoying. But this is where healing potions come in handy. Also, pocket shield. I should have probably just tagged that one. I have to get rid of the white flame. Okay, we want to make that go away. So right now, this card, whenever you play another non-mana card with this in hand, give random enemy white flame 1 and gain 1 mana. Which means that it is handing out buffs in exchange for mana, and I don't think we want to do that. Let's use this. Not enough damage. And then this actually does get us just enough because you're going to die to Frostbite. Works out nicely for us. That is conveniently always drawn exactly on turn 2. I think we want the Blazing Ritual. That helps a little bit. I don't know that we want to cut anything. We may cut the Mana Shield. It's kind of a mediocre mana card. Or we could cut, because things like we're going to draw a certain number of mana cards in our opening hand, which makes us kind of want to cut the weaker ones. I think we cut that. Our plan is to find White Flame Surge, which we'll do soon enough. Kind of an awkward hand in a couple ways. And then we can do that. This would do what? 6 damage, which would effectively kill you. That might be worth it. I think that's worth it. We do really want to get an upgrade for Rite Splinter, of course, because it's the card our whole deck is built around. The other note here is that we will absolutely just take all of the every time we're given another chance to get ways to search for spells, we'll take it, basically. Because we need a lot of them. There's Healing Potion coming in clutch. Kill this one or tag that one. We should kill. Oh no! Ooh. We may just need the defensive mod. It gives us access to Purity and some other stuff we want. So the nice thing here is, like, now we aren't fighting, the weather cards aren't like alongside cards we want for the most part. It's another one of the new Silan tools. There are 2 new Silan tools that I have not really commented on. This takes away 5% of your... That's not going to be enough. Although I guess this is also going to do 5 take away. Yeah. Now we take a bunch of damage, which is probably avoidable. White Flame's kind of annoying. And there's more White Flame, which means we're just going to take more damage. And this is why having like some healing is pretty nice. But we do get some healing from whatever. The other nice thing is if you one-shot an enemy. Oh no, that changed apparently this patch. Alas. On the last patch, we wouldn't have gotten had to deal with whatever there. That was our white flame going off from the whatever. Oh, I need to get rid of that. I should have gotten rid of that sooner. And we are going to eat damage for my mistakes. But what else is new? Actually killed it with White Flame. And yeah, White Flame Surge, pretty good. I probably should have just taken the Regrowth, but this is where we're at. I don't know how much the Mana Shield does. Like, it's so-so. I think we cut it. It is one of our only shield cards, but I think it's fine. It'll be fine. We probably take... I think we still take Mana Font over Incandescent Idea. Like, it's kind of close, but... We're now doomed. There's a bunch of White Flame given out. Okay, so first, step one, we want to play this. White Flame does give us a pretty substantial damage bonus though. Like, at this point we're at like plus 30% damage from that. This will force a shuffle. This will also force a shuffle. Like pocket field is pretty good. And we'll find out now. The other thing is, now there is from the not all the idle cards are negative now. Each idle has like one card that is actually overall good for the player. And so that's where some of this is coming in through. Bonk. Okay. We do want an Arcane Silence, but I think the Mana Font is... I say that. Do we need the Arcane Silence more? That is very important to have. We don't need... no, we do kind of want it in this area. I think that's important enough to take. That's okay. We're absolutely going to upgrade Rites of Winter, which does make it more expensive to play out the first time, which can be a problem. But... once we get it out once, we're usually fine. Although, last time I ran this deck, I did have something that I don't have this time. I had Mana Crystal, which is kind of the item we need most. Because that gives us just the extra mana that we need in order to do what we want to do. Sturdy. Or not sturdy, taunt. Goodbye. Sure. And bonus extra shield, just in case. See what the weather does. So we could get frozen here, but okay, got a bit lucky. Which I mean, no, just kidding. I take it all back. That is pretty dang unlucky. We do bad on that, then we just pitch hand. Because yeah, we have right now at any given point of roof travel, we'll have like 3 ways in the deck to do our thing. Alright. That's okay. I think this is better though. What I really want is Cleanse plus Apply Arcane Leak, because that one has multiple things we want. So we won't be able to play this turn, but stealing our mana is very rude. Okay. You're basically already dead. You're stealing our mana. Oh, how about... All right. And then... Sanctuary. That's a very important card to have. This is pretty good, I think. And then we are re-rolling for... We may not even need the Fiery Cleanse, but I'm willing to re-roll to take it because, you know, more whatever's is not really ever a bad thing. Yeah, you're going to be just short on mana again. That's okay. Do that. Take just a tiny amount of damage here, so I'm fine with it. Sure. You can heal back the tiny damage we took. Oh, that is so close. There we go. Oh, this card just changed completely. That item used to do something completely different. So this is a difficult choice. I want both of them. Give me both of them. I think I want that one a little more. That's too close to the competition. I don't think we need anything else. I don't think we need to cut anything really. I don't think we want, I don't think we need any of these. Like, we're taking Incandescent Idea. We don't need any of those. So this fight could be difficult. It depends a lot on how exactly it shakes out. This isn't an amazing start. We're about to take a bunch of damage here from White Flame. So we're going to do that first. We can mitigate the incoming White Flame damage. Alright. Powerful for everyone. And everyone gets ambushed. That's not, strictly speaking, great for us. Although this is exactly what we wanted to see. We're going to be short on mana, aren't we? Yeah, we can't afford that. Oh, that is actually perfect. Because now we can afford that. Unfortunately, because of how this shakes out, we don't get the AoE Arcane Detonation should have saved us, but it doesn't because of just the ordering, which is a little unfortunate. Absolutely, we're going to play that. This will kill that back one. And then we could get I'm gonna go ahead and get the evasion this turn. We are going to explode once, but we'll keep 2 evasion. Which is good because we would have taken a whole lot of damage. Fortunately, we are now bleeding. But, this is awkward ordering. Because I want to play this. I have a lot of things I want to play, and I just do not have enough mana to do any of it. I think this might be the most important. Although, it's hard to say because we are now about to explode twice. But, you know, the AoE from the explosions is okay. We're actually getting a decent amount of just AoE from that. And honestly, as long as we can get out of the fight, can't complain too much. I could actually machine gun them down by just like playing cards and hitting my own white flame here. Because white flame can't be counterattacked by white flame. Which ends up working in our favor to a very good extent. And then I think we are just going to kill you. And now we have a frenzy turn from whatever. And yeah, if we take 1 more damage, we are in good shape. I would rather not take damage if I don't have to, of course. Looks like we may have to. But that was unfortunately white flame damage. Oh, whoops, I missed out on that. Which doesn't count. Well, the evasion is nice for this, but less useful against that. This is an awkward hand. Alright, healing potion to the rescue. Although this will not work this turn. So we technically touched the 0 mana there, which is why that worked. Oh, we don't have enough, whatever. So at least we will not take actual health damage this turn. We exploded twice, but we even have purity for it. We're so close. So close. Kill you. Reshuffle. And then we take a whole bunch of damage. God, we were so close to having this kill. Stop it. And this is the downside to this deck into whatever. Yeah, sometimes you will just be stymied by nonsense. So this will help because this will clean off evasion ranks. Now let's get the other evasion ranks. There we go. This is pretty good. I'll take it. Do I need to take an Arcane Silence? I don't think so. I think I did find enough cleanse that I don't need it. Spry Vigor is pretty good. I think I just take the Sanctity though. How are we doing on mana? I think I actually need the Spry Vigor. For upgrades, I think Arcane Silence Plus is very good because having that double cleanse is very important a lot of times. And then for removals, I don't know. Do we already take an item or? Item is bugged. I think we're done. So you're now in Crystal Valley. So fortunately this is the boss that I want to fight. Like, I found that all of the bosses, mid-boss besides this one, are just an enormous pain on when you're working with idols. This fight should be pretty easy, I think. This fight tends to be easy-ish. And then yeah, this will let us pick up Haunting Resolve, which is mana card Stasis, gain 3 mana, increase the damage of all spells in your deck and discard pile by 15%. And then you put the top card of your discard pile on top of your deck. So that's just very good. And the mirror mist stuff tends to be fine for us because we're not doing that many hits. So yeah, there's that doing good work. Yeah, we can't play that. This is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? I guess I could do this and then like hope I find. But I can't really afford to play more than one of them. I guess I'm fine with just like getting the heal out and playing them. Alright, that's very good. Exactly what I was hoping to see. And this no longer trips fatigue when drawn, which is why that didn't result in us getting punched. I was gonna say this isn't an idle fight, but it absolutely is. And then playing that. I think we just work on you. And that's gonna get us to 0, which is gonna sequence us around to that. And an added bonus, which will just give us a tough rank because we already used up our cannon blast. Alright. More white flame coming out. You're a jerk. You're dead. This is a bonus that is for killing that specific enemy that we just killed. You know, the one we killed. The one that's now dead. I don't remember which one it is. Do you remember which one it is? Because I do. For real. Alright, this is going to trip fatigue if we do it, which is worth it. Yeah, so it isn't immune to fatigue. It just doesn't trip fatigue when we draw it. And since we're holding it, we won't get it back when we do that. And let's see what happens to us. Yeah, that's actually probably fine. Pretty happy with that. In that case, the arcane was definitely the best thing that could have happened to us. Technically got zero mana there. And then we may as well get the evasion out. You're currently winning at White Flame. Less a fan of that. We're currently like plus 50% damage from White Flame, which is pretty good. Which is why we are at so much damage. Which is kind of the flip side of like how annoying White Flame is for this deck is that we do get to do quite a lot of damage. This will detonate us, but it's worth it. We take 5, but that does damage to that. We now need, we like a little bit more healing, but it's whatever if we can't find it. We do get a little bit of healing just like from the Vindictive Aura. I think I keep taking more of these. They're pretty fine. Doubling Spyglass is great. We can use that to double one of our spell searches. You actually force a reshuffle like this. I don't know what the deal is on these dudes, but I know that they go really ham on their second turn. They scale up real hard for the first couple turns, and then they chill a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. I think we're actually going to go ahead and draw, because we are at no fatigue used this turn. So if we can find... Oh, not really what I was hoping to see, but... Right, this isn't an idle fight. Yeah, now they go up to 8-8. 10-10 after accounting for stuff that changed. Oh, because we lost Start off at the start of turn. Fortunately, we can't afford this turn. Play 2 of these. We'll Frost back Pocket Field, force the shuffle. Sure. Go and get that damage out. Now we explode just the once. No, we explode twice. Rip. Unfortunate. Actually lose health on that. To get the extra shot. So close. And now you're going to heal for some gross amount, probably. Only 20, that's not too bad. Although that is a crazy amount of curse. We need to dupe this. These guys scale kind of ridiculously fast. This isn't even an idle fight, so that's not even why. I'm just naturally stroppy, I guess. Should have tried to get out. I didn't realize that I was going to one-shot them. I would have tried to get out, focus on getting out that heal. I don't think that's what we want. That's kind of funny, because it does transform eventually into a pretty good card. And we just take another increasing vision. We take an increasing vision, though. That's just another way to draw into our spell. Let's see. Hopefully this fight doesn't go too poorly, because this is a guaranteed upgrade, which is nice. Yeah, we are once again going to be like one short of actually doing our thing. Hey, we got him. Oh, whoops. What do we even freeze from? Oh, from this thing doing it like that, because we had tripped opportunity. I forget that we have a tool that can prop opportunities. I guess they're just out to freeze today. Hey, cleansing it off. Unfortunately, the cleanse happened on the wrong side of that massive curse. But we have cards to deal with that. I'm going to do this before we do that, but we don't really have a choice. I think we do probably copy this. Things in a slightly awkward order, but now all of the white flame is gone. Oh, right. Actually works out really nicely. I can do that, but I can't afford to really do anything with it. Just eat this. Works out pretty well. Fortress is annoying. I mean, maybe kill one while we can. That's what we've learned. Not really what I was looking for, but that will get us a little bit of whatever out. Alright. All of the debuffs. Just in debuff central. Get rid of that. Two. Get rid of that. Overthink trips opportunist too often. I don't hate White Flame Shield, it's just another thing to have. Predator's Focus is okay, but not necessarily amazing. Or we can just reroll. Sorry about that. That gives us Crystallize, but it is a whole lot of status. I kind of want to try it. We'll see how it goes. That's pretty good. We do pretty consistently play a week. Kind of tempted to upgrade this just for the extra healing. How much does this go to? 32. Ooh, and we gain Crystallize 6. That is a crazy amount of status, though. We'll take it. Worst case scenario, we will have a removal for it. So you may notice these enemies, these crystal oozes. Oh, this is a Kinhium, by the way. These crystal oozes, you may notice they have things in them. You'll never guess what happens when we kill them. That's right, we're here on a rescue mission. We're on a mission from God, you might say. Just like an okay time to do that. Ooh, wow, yeah, I'm glad I did that. Everyone gains reflect. Okay. We gain curse 3 times. Now we hope we find our white flame cleanse, which is not what we found. Alright, good. We did already play this once, I couldn't remember. We're not killing that one. It's the detonation. Oh, I thought it was going to force a shuffle, but of course it didn't because we weren't. Which is a little unfortunate. I think we're going to end up taking quite a bit of damage here. We're just going to heal 10, just to heal. I guess we can actually draw, see what we can find. Yeah, that's a little bit more shield. Yeah, that's just brutal. Wow. Yeah, just the sheer amount of crystallize that got put on us here, because we're currently taking over 100% extra damage here. Fortunately, I've decided to chill for a single turn, although we can't use that. Can't really play that either. And this is unfortunate. I mean, I guess I can do this, which does at least heal us a bit. Oh, and that was the turn. It's got the next skill we played. 32 crystallized. Jesus Christ. There we go. Alright, so just so much cleaning off. I think we pop you down. So you'll pop into a Silga. I think the Silga gets to act this turn though. We're going to pop you first so we get the Arcane Remnants. We're going to pop you, because this doesn't do anything to turn it. It hatches at least. Eats 3 damage to give weak. I don't think that's worth it. Even with the 45%? Maybe. Okay, it ends up being worth it. Yeah, this fight was way more brutal than I was expecting. That's part of like just not having done these fights that much is I just don't know what's a threat and what's not. We can fiery cleanse. Oh, I should have done this first. See what that does. Alright. It's not bad. Although shield, sure. We gain some of everything. Stupid sinister rune stones. No, we don't have enough number to deal with you, unfortunately. We have so much crystallized still. Part of it was because like we gave ourselves crystallized there, but a lot of it was just like the nature of how this fight goes. Not really what I was hoping to see, but I guess it's not the worst. We at least get to block it all. You're super going to need to rest after this. This may end up being the hardest fight in the area, we'll see. Hopefully this ends up being the hardest fight in the area. We can't afford to really do many more fights like this. So we have an arcane weakness, which is not great. We can afford to play like one card. Okay, you don't have an arcane barrier, so that's fine. Okay. We got through it. We didn't die. That we can't take because it's a spell. This is actually fine. Like, it gives out shield, but I think that's okay. I don't know that we want to upgrade it. I mean, because it doesn't give us any more shield. It just gives enemies more shield. And it creates 2 copies instead of 1, but that's not that huge a deal. But that goes to free. I think that's worth it. You know, I think we may just need to do that for the heal. As unfortunate as it is, because that's not really my preference of what to do. I think we keep going. Absolutely run a rest here. If I can click. 3 extra shield per card. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Because that just means that, and I'm willing to actually burn another rest here, because like, if we don't need it, we don't need it, but I don't super want to die. This is a weather event, technically, which is potentially a problem. This is a really unfortunate pair of things to be our first 2 mana cards in hand. There we go, that'll help. Should we draw it? Alright. Let's see what this does. Nice. At that point, I actually want to pop off one of those opportunists here. Yeah, now you can't do anything. Haha. Awesome. That gets us an extra White Flame Surge. That is less awesome. Question is, do we play this? I think the answer ends up being no, we don't. We'll do that though. I think we do actually get this out though. We shut down the opportunist, so. Yeah, this fight is way less going to be just overall, I think, way less dangerous than that last fight was. We probably end up having to summon the babies at some point, but we just don't care. They just don't do anything to us. Yeah, like the Isla cards are more dangerous to us than this actual fight is. All right. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to copy that. I meant to just copy this again. I wasn't paying attention. No cleanse. Enforce reshuffle. example. Yeah, like I said, way easier. But I got kind of skittish because of how that last one went. And Haunting Resolve is very good. I don't think we want that. That's actually pretty good. We can potentially get some more freezes off. This is okay. It's just some extra damage. This is also pretty okay. Oh, we want to just up your pocket field, I think, because that is actually, we're playing it a lot, so. And I think we are moving on. Do we want to do any of these fights? This one, I don't know if it's still bugged. It was a pain in the ass when it was bugged, so I think we skip that. I'm fine with taking just 2 events. We don't have any area unique events yet, so it's just easy, simple things. And we just kind of take what we can get when it comes to ending this. Commanding Spirit doesn't seem bad. We have a lot of good skills. Are these dangerous enough that I'll just take it? I think these guys, yeah, are relatively weak. Not weak though, just relatively weak, which is a caveat. I think we need the extra mana. We were very briefly 0 mana, which is why we got whatever. Rude. I didn't realize these guys could do Arcane Link. Fortunately, this is not the turn that they do Arcane Link. Alright, we also got Fiery Cleanse, which is kind of what we wanted to see. Because it means that we do not have to deal with the Arcane Link. I shouldn't have done that because we're not going to be able to afford this now. I forgot what cost we were at. Yeah, I don't have a great handle on what these guys are supposed to be doing because they do just so much just random stuff. Unfortunately, we blocked the Arcane Leak, but not the Arcane Leak is not the Arcane Leak. That hits us. See what that does. Sure. More detonations. Take it. Block one of these things. From their bag of random debuffs. Lots of crystallize. Oh, because we're crystallizing ourselves, that's part of it. I just forget that's the thing we do. I'm actually okay with just doing this twice. It's a pretty good amount of work for us. We do play that. Rude. We'd really like a way to cleanse. If we do this, there's a chance that we draw into... Oh, great, that also applies cleanse to us. Or applies arcane to us. I guess then we can just eat an arcane detonation. It's fine. I did shock, which is kind of what I was hoping to see. I kind of think we have to see at least one of the cards. that did end up being lethal, which is nice. So no resources burned there. This is another... Actually, I kind of just reroll until we find another spell draw. Thank you. Sure. Maybe we should have just taken starting tough, but we don't really need it. I don't think there's anything here that we've been super sad to draw into. Aside from the, whatchamacalls that we don't want, that we can't get rid of. But we can't get rid of them, so. This is probably better than the runic grenade, because we are dealing with cruelty. So, arcane detonations are just a thing. You're a jerk. There's no call for that, sir. There's just nothing we can do about it. It's really rude because it means that we are now double frozen, which is going to reuse up a lot of resources. Use up a bunch of our cards this turn. Because yeah, the first 4 cards we play all get blocked. We do that, just force the shuffle. Got kind of lucky there to actually be able to do anything. Fortunately, this was not a turn that the dragon was trying to kill us. That is an absurd amount of whatever. Force the shuffle. Oh, we don't have enough. This is through tough and weak, by the way, just so we're clear. And we don't have a way to get an arcane detonation out this turn, which we really need. Maybe we have to do this because if we can detonate off the we could have detonated off the whatever the predator. Our life becomes much easier, or we can cleanse off some of our nonsense. Fortunately, it looks like that is probably not a card. Okay, that also works. All right. Okay, I can do that. Do we need to cleanse this off? Is the question? Do we need to copy this? Is the question. I think the answer is no, because that. Ha ha! You're a loser. Yeah, we are getting kind of unlucky in not finding any of our spell draw cards. Because, like, we have quite a few. Just all the... whatchamacallit? Not a huge fan of that. Alright. Get rid of that. Are those not... They're not removed! That explains things. Give me a second. I have to complete a Oneday. Actually, let me get out of hidden mode real quick. Alright, we are tough, so that doesn't matter. Let me pause real quick. Alright, anyway. We do that, but we can't. Oh, we can. I wasn't actually sure we were going to be able to play that. Definitely might as well get Mighty, I guess. And we can get the detonation off on... Yeah, watch. You saw just how much happened as soon as we got rid of the Predator. And this is also going to do quite a lot because it's going to clean off Oh right, because then you swap modes as soon as the what you call it happens. And unfortunately, we still explode. But we do cleanse. At least it means that we didn't have the arcane weakness, which is nice. Give me a second. All right. Back to this. Bonk. Taking a little bit of damage here, but it's totally worth it. We're actually going to do this to get whatever out. Pocket shield. And we have blocked 40 damage in a single turn. Crystallize for everyone. Fortress for that turn. Let's see, that's not on top, unfortunately. Not that it matters a ton, whether it's on top or not. Since we reshuffle. I think we go ahead and do that so that we can get that back. So it changed modes when we popped its shield for the first time this turn. Oh, it seems to change modes just every time we pop its shield, which is actually kind of interesting. Oneday's response is, why would you remove this? You can draw 3 for 2 mana. It's a bargain is what it is. And also, he points out that the card that makes it is removed, which I hadn't noticed, but... Copy that. We can go bonk and bonk, which is not quite enough, unfortunately. But this will be. You do that to get a little bit of healing out of whatever. Go. Actually, I'm going to pull up the map real quick because I want to get a screenshot of that. Give me a second. Anyway, back to this. Back to the current event. Mystical Bloom's pretty good. Could get just another... I mean, we can try and reroll for another Haunting Resolve. There's no guarantee we'll get it. And Mystical Bloom lets us trip multiple arcane detonations, which is pretty nice. This theoretically could do something. It's probably a little better than that. Give me a second. Alright, so Mystical Bloom Plus is quite a bit better for actually doing Mystical Bloom things, so that's probably what my upgrade is going to be. Yeah, let's do that. We probably need another Sanctuary at some point. I also probably should cut something here. I'm just not sure what. Because we had a few too many turns. I think we could probably afford to cut one of the Strenuous Focuses. I may... look at a... I'll look at Resolute Focus. Okay, so... I would like to go through here to get a clear focus. And it's not an idle fight, which is nice. And then this is possibly fine. It gives us 2 clear focuses, which will be helpful. We can't take the Purging Waters, unfortunately, but the Rime Shield is okay. We'd probably cut it after we take it, but we can take it. You don't think we want any of the other cards here? Okay. Yeah, so the advantage of these 4 mana cards is that they are enough to let us do that. Kind of thinking, I kind of want to do just, actually, I'm actually kind of okay with just doing this. Just gives us a good amount of sturdy, it gives us other bonuses. Oh, sturdy is useless on this patch, by the way, it just doesn't work. It just straight up does nothing. Which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Betas, you know. Some days, the beta giveth and the beta taketh away. So this will do, sure. Now we can set up some mighty, just for fun. I don't love that it's taking away all of our mana, but we need to get out of freeze, which is nice. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure we won't be able to afford this. Yeah, we cannot afford that. We kind of just want some card draw skills so that when we do that, we can draw into them. Or not, Sturdy doesn't do straight nothing. It does increase our max shield, but the other thing it's supposed to do is it's now supposed to give a percentage of additional shield, and it doesn't do that part. We can do that, but we don't need to. I don't even know that we need to do more purity at this point. Kind of want to save that until we can tag it with big value. May as well get the tough, but that's it. We get our mana stolen, which will draw us into pocket shield. We are still at the awkward point though where we can't quite afford that. Like we could go digging if we wanted to. It's actually an okay time to go digging just because we have Mystical Luminance. We get growth every time for every bit of digging we do. Although I messed up on my sequencing, but what else is new? I guess we just do that. I don't hate just getting out more purity. And now we do have 12 growth, which is nice. It'll just be a nice bonus for next turn. We get us back pocket shields, which we cannot afford, but we can give out more weak. This will be playable now. Goodbye. Either this one won't be, but that's okay. It's not really what we wanted to see, but we'll take it. We do get the freeze out, which is nice. Go. Okay. I mean, I think we take the Precarious Drop, just because it is another 4 mana card. It does eat into our purity, but that's okay. You're getting more, whatever. Yeah, the thing is, like, we do have a decent amount of stasis cards, which does mean that, like, it takes a little bit for us to get fully set up, but what are you gonna do? Once again, in this position where it's kind of like, I kind of want to do one of these just to get this out. So let's get this freeze out, which is actually pretty nice. Not having any actual growth can be a little bit of an issue when we are effectively rolling dice on every single turn. All right. This will freeze you for next turn, which is pretty nice. And I do kind of want to pop that opportunity just because I want to get this extra point of whatever out. And you're still going to die to take a little bit of damage here, but not too much. And you get frozen. Go ahead and copy that. And this should be lethal to you. Draws pocket shield. And we win. End up down just a tiny amount of health, but that's manageable. This is actually not bad. We're fighting Maw. I guess that's still okay. Probably cut it, but we'll see. Gives us a couple extra of those, which is nice. We can do that. For all that, it's not worth that much damage. This will trip Opportunist, but do that first. Get Pocket Shield out. Which means we don't have to, we can trip Opportunist like this. Which means that it's not actually going to hurt us. Because you can't do anything. And we didn't get any luck there, but that's fine. I don't like it. It encourages me to make poor decisions as far as things go. Let's see. Because like it makes us want to hit exact 0. I think it's worth doing this. That was worth it. And then this is an okay turn to do that. How much does it cost 4? There you go. 4 to copy that. But I wish that Frail works backwards right now. That's another fun bug right now. So cost 1. Which means Pocket Shield. This trips Opportunist on you, which doesn't do anything to us. I should do that. So if you're wondering why I haven't killed this one yet, it's because I'm kind of counting on getting Arcane Detonation damage to kill it. And so I don't want to waste another actual damage spell on it. Yeah, it's like when these aren't idle fights, they're just trivial. Because it turns out when you show up loaded for bear, squirrels are significantly less dangerous. This is actually going to draw some moves, exactly this. Cool. Cruelty's on the map, yeah, so I don't know that I wanted to get rid of my arcane safety net. I don't know that this is going to end up being amazing. I think Duplatome's better. Like, if we were fighting Bay later, I'd probably keep the instant accelerator, but We're not, so should have just copied the clear focus, but didn't think about it until I didn't think about it soon enough. We can dunk on you, but then you hand out your bonus to everyone, which is not really what we want to see. Oh, would be a pretty good turn to have whatever, but I guess we actually actually doesn't matter because we do end up having enough shield. And that's that, which is really annoying. I'll work on freezing that one. We won't be able to play the spell that we draw, but oh, we can. Just kidding. Just get lucky. It's that easy. I'm debating if it's worth duplicating this. I think it is. Gives us a lot of purity. And then I think I want to detonate this thing, but I don't know that we get enough value out of it. We detonate this to get rid of saves us some of this shield that we spent a bunch of resources setting up. All right, that is, oh, that's the one that adds all of those, which are not removed, but the card that makes them is. We just couldn't see the text on it, so. Okay, so this will kill you. This does not detonate you. Debating if it's worth drawing some cards. Probably. You have a lot of mana. We don't really want to do that again though, because we want to keep it frozen. And it won't be if we were to draw more cards. Alright, once again we avoided the arcane weakness, but not the arcane leak. Not really what I would prefer, but it is what it is. I do like doing that, I think. And then I don't want to play that. It is worth doing that. It's worth doing that. Yeah, we can finish that off. Oh, because the predator affects the whatever as well. All right, cool. Did not just dome us in the face. We can cleanse off all of our problems. I do mean all of our problems. Now we take 3 damage. Everyone's crystallized. That's 35% extra damage. And then we dupe that and we should be able to win. And it's all. That's not too bad. It is retained. I think because it's retained, I'll take it. Although it is still stasis, which does mean it's now fighting with all of our other junk. Do we got the persecute? The persecute does solid work. Is that even good at this point? Is it better than the Vindictive Aura? How much were we using the Vindictive Aura? It's so hard to say how good the Vindictive Aura actually is. I'm going to assume we can cleanse our way through it. In which case I shouldn't have taken that option, but whatever. Mistakes were made. What else is new? Shield does anything for us this moment. Bad days for the iOS beta testers, apparently. Just cannot do things right now. Apparently whatever is super bugged, which is unfortunate. And you will freeze it in a turn, which is pretty okay. And then, okay. Fortunately, that was this turn, because that can absolutely right now trip Opportunist and ruin your day. The downside, oh, right, we also got a bonus, whatever, but we were able to get what we needed to make things happen. I'm very good at words. I'm the best at words. There are a lot of words. I know several of them, and I can say all of them. We gain curse 3 times. And that's why that does that 3 times, is just to get around purity. I would like a cleanse, but if we don't have a cleanse, I'll settle for doing a murder instead. Alright. Hey, Lamau. Get wrecked. Dummy. I draw a pocket shield. Alright, I absolutely will duplicate those two. And we'll just keep looping that until all our problems go away. Right, well, we weren't quite able to make all of our problems go away, but we made most of our problems go away. Just need to do it one more time, and then we win. And this fool isn't even exploiting the fact that we are super vulnerable right now. Honk. I do not expect the Maw fight to be this easy. The bleed one's kind of annoying, but drawing 3 spells, it's another way to draw the spells. That's good. That's relatively irrelevant. I don't think either of those matter. Relatively irrelevant. That draws 3, which is kind of nice. This goes to the 3rd stack of Purity, which is nice. It goes to just 1 mana. That's also fine. We just get like +2 mana out of one of these because it's 7 and 7, which is actually no. We want to create clear focus. We do want it. We want to make sure that we have as much cleanse as we can get, because the Maw fight will have so much curse, and we shuffle a lot, which can cause problems. We don't actually want any of that. I am fine re-rolling this once because we have a bunch of re-rolls, so I'm fine spending a couple of them. Although, like the Mask of Rage is not amazing for us. So I'm fine replacing the Mask of Rage. Everything else is fine. Okay. Alright. This starting powerful. It's kind of brutal. Unfortunately, we just have to kind of eat some of this here. Fortunately, it's only one detonation. All right. And it's completely taken care of. It's like nothing ever happened. We do need to detonate these jerks. That's really rude. All right. See, this will cost 5, which is not what we can afford. See what's going to happen. Gain 9 mana and draw 2. And Hunt says, we are now bleeding. Only we have purity, so we're not. Haha, get wrecked. So we're going to start with this. Actually, no, we're going to start with that. You have taunt right now. Kind of stuck tagging you. But we immediately get to clean off our bleed. We cannot quite blow up that taunt. Ends up being mostly okay. That blows up the taunt and also does some other stuff for us. We do that. As good as getting these out would be, I think playing this might be better. Actually, no, because this way we get to 12, whatchamacallit? 12 growth, so now we have 4 mana at the start of this turn. Cleanse one everyone. And we get some mana boost. Life's good. And we just get a Frenzy. For free, because Hunt is really nice like that. Yeah, the change to give us just some free bonus cards that's just like, you deserve it, this one's on us, is so, so nice. Suppose I probably should have done that first to see if I could get anything of value, but no luck. We'll take that mighty though. That's actually worth plus 45% because we have Mask of Rage. Maybe we should just work on killing... No, because these guys are dangerous enough that I do want to kill them. Well, you have Arcane Barrier. So yeah, let's just go ahead and kill one of these first. Nope, goodbye. Just get as close to an Arcane Detonation, but I think that's okay. I don't think we need that shield. We might need the mana though, because we are about to take a Frenzy turn. Alright. None of this is quite what I am looking for. Oh no, this is. I lied. I just was blind. It happens. It's not really what I was hoping to see, but I can deal with it. Let's go and do that, because I want to get the Arcane Barrier going. So that draws. Okay. This kills you. Go ahead and prime. You're hurting us more, so we'll prime you. And this is actually just going to be... the cleanse is the most important thing, kind of. Ha! Died to the White Flame. Nailed him. So we didn't actually get frozen. Right. Hidden is annoying, but this will deal with it. Take one from that. Oh, I shouldn't have actually done. That's actually kind of actually bad for us because we didn't shuffle, but whatever. Clear focus. Upward clear focus. We will need them. I swear I'm not just crazy. Do we cut one of the other 4 mana cards? It's tempting, but I don't think so. How many cards are we at? 33. Maybe we should. So we have these 6 that we don't draw immediately. That we can't draw immediately. I'm fine with cutting. I think one of the precarious. I think one of the strange focuses. I think we're better able to manage the poison than we are the other thing. And so basically that fight, we just functionally just like traded the one for the other. Just thinking through like how we get through this with the fewest, with the small setting. I think this is it. And this will give us an upgrade. Now, this is a triple idol fight. Or not triple idol, a double idol fight, which, you know, could be a pain in the butt. This will help us a ton. Yeah, just immediately shreds their ability to kill us. This does not do a detonation, but don't love that freeze. But we get the extra turn. But unfortunately, we also get the stones. Trying to think what we play out. I guess those. I think I'm actually fine playing one of them. Oh, woof. I was not paying attention to the fact that we were going to trip that. I regret all my decisions. Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like, you end up drawing a bunch of cards sometimes and you just forget, because I think I had like wet. I just forgot that that was going to trip. Honestly, it's kind of a miracle that that's the first time this has happened so far this run. I've just gotten utterly blindsided by things I should have been able to see coming. Should be focusing on one of them instead of spreading out damage. We're okay to end turn here. Not a huge fan of that. Okay. That's really annoying. I set myself up to redraw it. Not really what I wanted to do, but we're already tough. You get more tough. I think we do have to do this. Can't play that, unfortunately. It's kind of unfortunate. I think we copy... Oh, right, it's non-temporary. We can copy that, and we should be able to hold on to it. We can at least freeze you and you. Makes our life a little easier. And then we're already tough, so that wouldn't do anything. Yeah, just the sheer amount of powerful those guys have up is really a problem. And speaking of, they got more powerful. Okay. This is not really the draw I wanted to see. And like I can detonate for a little bit of damage here, just doesn't do that much. I can copy that, but not really. damage. That's very unfortunate. I didn't expect this fight to be this big of a pain in the butt. And watch this unfairness. It's going to divide out Arcane League 2 among 4 enemies, which is not going to give any of them anything. Or Arcane Weakness 2. We need the Fiery Cleanse. We may just need to copy this, unfortunately. That's obviously not what we want to do. I think all of our other options were worse. And this is just like, again, sometimes you just get utterly hosed. Like you can see here, we really need, like they have evasion this turn. We copy these. Because then we can play out a whole lot of stuff. We want you to be frozen or dead. So every time we play a card, we get whatever. The question is, do we want to do this? It does crystallize us, but it could do... Basically, though, if it applies shock, we're very sad. Or we can just do a whole lot of detonations. I think we do that, and then we get those two out of hand. Actually, let's do that to see what happens. Okay, it did not reduce cost. I was just curious if it would. It shouldn't, but wouldn't be the weirdest bug to ever happen. Get detonation on you. And we can just get out a whole lot more detonations, I think. We're getting a ton of growth. And we're hitting this one because it is the one that is attacking X4. That'll draw us into Pocket Shield for next turn. And we get Lightly Cursed. That's okay. That's less okay. We don't have any cleanse right now. But this has possibility. We can go ahead and kill you at least. Does not cleanse. Alright. We need to get a bit of luck there. So we just need to kill, so you need to die this turn. And the difference between when it's weak and when it's not is just obscene. And then... Okay. Be lethal? I think it will. Yes. This heals more than we take. Yeah, that fight. Wow. Just randomly bushwhacked us. More growth isn't bad. Probably just immediately cut it though. I don't think any of this is what we're looking for. If this were earlier in the run, we'd take it, but right now we don't want it. I don't hit that upgrade. And I think we just cut the Mind Seed. I know, because like when we're low on mana, we're low on mana. But this is just doesn't help us play out. Like the thing is, like once we can get, it's all about like that first couple card plays of our key card. Once we get through that point, we're good. We're just gonna take more max health. Makes our life a little bit easier. Oh, maybe I should have copied whatever. Huh? Let's see. Do that. Do that. And now we're in okay shape. And this is just an idle fight, which eases off some of the pressure. Do we want to loop glitter and reflection? I guess so. Although it occurs to me now, after I've done that, that the thing I most wanted to copy is now on my discard. I'm still willing to do that. And that. Now we're at the exact amount of mana that will let us play out our hand. Which will get us Pocket Shield. Womp. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the things where it's like, how many whatevers we got to run to actually get to draw any of them? How many ways to draw? Because like, our deck contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we just need to draw one of them and it just didn't. All right. Goodbye. Draws the Pocket Shield. Frees up that. We could even get this kill if we wanted. We could even get a detonation there if we wanted to, but we don't really need to. We have an unfortunate number of cards played there though, because it means that we didn't get the 6th point of growth. Now draws Pocket Shield. Like, the deck is made like more likely to draw those bad hands by the fact that we have Pocket Shield to give us another way to shuffle. But then, like, we also get hands like this where it's like just completely random. Whoops, I should have targeted this one first. Just in case. When I say just in case, I mean we absolutely 100% are guaranteed not to need that. More defensive mode. Maybe just reroll 4. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Sanctuary was also possibly the right choice. We did get it here with 2 extra rust, which is nice. Blades buff is okay. So the main trick here is just not accidentally tripping our opportunists at the wrong turn. If we can avoid doing that, our life gets a lot easier. And then the other thing is, of course, just like getting this the first couple casts out of whatever. And we're gonna end up probably taking, there's no way we get out of this clean. Unless we just like obscene luck. But that's fine. We don't care that much about getting out of this completely clean, we just care about getting out of it. Alright, Fire Cleanse helps. Also that helps. And we're gonna get to Pocket Shield. I don't even care that it dodged. Oh man, that's right, because we upgraded that. And then I'm kind of tempted to just Spyglass the defensive energy. That just gives us a good amount of sturdy and a good amount of purity. And the Shadow Slashes are annoying. The, get wrecked. Words. Do that. Oh. I don't even know what it failed to draw us there. We didn't have space for Pocket Shield. I don't even know. Okay, good. That is on top. I was worried for a moment there that I completely goofed. Oh. Go ahead and get that out. And now we take our Frenzy turn. Alright, we did already get that back for the turn. I don't actually hate just duping those two. I think this is a very good turn. Just don't mind doing that. That's not really what I was hoping to see, but I'll take it. $78, sure. 84, sure. Not what we're looking for, but that's okay. And we can do 32 Arcane Detonation, 32 with Arcane. Takes away a lot of the powerful, which makes our life easier. Alright, we get to dodge the bleed, we get to dodge the crystallize. Everything we want to see. Actually kind of want to get Mighty out of that. Okay, it's creating one of those. That won't quite trip a detonation, that's okay. So the Shadow Rays are actually good for us. And once again, get wrecked. Because the Shadow Rays will draw us into whatever. I think we do this first. Because the bleed is the thing we most want to block. Oh, it's that it was telling us that we couldn't draw because we didn't have any more spells to draw. That's all that was. Yeah, every time we play that, we get to draw back into Donk. Might as well actually get this out so we just don't have to deal with more curse. Donk. Donk. Also donk. Also, you can have a bad time. And by have a bad time, I mean you can get donked. Alright. I'll draw that. So this is guaranteed to draw us the thing we want. Is Pocket Shield in the discard? Yes, which means that we have a better chance of getting. Okay, no luck. But so we don't really need luck because this is just guaranteed to give us the donk we need. So that, we had a couple of very scary fights, but Hollow Maw could not get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. And so we had the right winter, and Maw did not. So that worked out very well. MVPs, like we had 2 Clear Focus Plus Sanctuary, amazing. Arcane Silence Plus, all these are incredible cards. Defensive mod, incredible into whatever. The Frost Tome did great work. This did incredible work. That is a large part of why when we would play our like Charred Hobble or whatever, it would just demolish the ability of the enemies to deal damage to us. And we get a pretty nice payout for our efforts. Not that any of these resources do anything for me at this point. But that's it for this run. I'll see you next time. Doodles.